This video I want to speak about the growth of FMK, and I'm excited to speak about the growth. It's come a long way since the beginning. The YouTube channel has been up for about 3 years, and the physical Kun location has been up about a year and a half. And I'm very happy to see the growth of it. The people getting involved. It's exciting today because somebody did contact me, called me on the phone from, I believe, South Dakota, said that he's interested in the online training. Interesting about this individual is that he said that he's a minister and that he is 38 years old and he has a lot of training, basically life experiences to add an immense amount of value to the Kun. I'm very thankful to get people involved that have a lot of experience to help basically set an example for the people that are training within this Kun. Todai Ryan has helped a great deal with managing the online training and providing that opportunity for the people to get involved all across the world. And I think this is a great thing, and being in contact with different people from different parts of the world. We got a new Todai that lives in Indiana. It's a female and she's doing great. She has 2 kids and she's working hard, and she's even planning to come visit Chicago for some training. Todai Ryan's planning to come to Chicago all the way from Canada, flying in to train. Alright, this guy from South Dakota said that, hey, he wouldn't mind coming every year to start training directly. You got people that are willing to fly over here to train, which I think is a great thing, And I'm very thankful that it has gotten to this point. Some people even contacted me in regards to holding seminars in another state, But I really want to really encourage the people that have experience and to get involved, because I see that this Kun is here for, people that want to share something different in the martial arts. Away from the combat sport. It's not about, fighting and hurting other people, but it's about bettering your health and learning how to, potentially survive a dangerous, life-threatening situation while appreciating the spiritual aspects of the martial arts and promoting the love and the peace and the compassion within the martial arts. What the individual that called me today really liked about, the way of this Kun is that I don't just teach martial arts to anybody. You have to really get to know who you're teaching. Because really, it's supposed to be a relationship that you establish with your disciple. You need to help that person grow into a mature, healthy, and strong, and intelligent, and wise human being. Now, how could you help somebody if you don't even know who you're helping? And that's the problem that I have with, some of these martial art instructors who just make a whole public video just teaching anybody how to fight. I see that that's just not being responsible. I see that it's extremely important that if you are a martial artist or you're an instructor and you possess knowledge of how to turn your body into a lethal weapon, and you know the strategy behind putting somebody in severe, put somebody in severe like physical pain, you have to be responsible with how you disseminate that information and how you instruct and share the information. I mean, if you think about it like this, a couple people sent me some videos, a link to talking about how some BJJ practitioner was raping another BJJ practitioner. Like basically these 2 BJJ practitioners raped some female that practices BJJ, and they all were in the same class in some martial arts school. And that really destroys the reputation of not only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but basically all martial arts in general. It's like when you don't pay attention to who you're teaching, you could be teaching the bully how to be a stronger bully. You could be teaching a murderer how to be more better at what he does. You know, you could be teaching the rapist to be a better raper. You know what I mean? The women that need to be protected from the men that are trying to rape them violently, they need to know special knowledge that the rapist does not know, or the rapist is not, um, you know, is not trained in, so then she could survive the situation. You're not supposed to just disseminate this information for everybody to know, and now the rapist knows exactly what the woman knows, and he's going to be able to counter everything that she does. And that's going to put her in even greater danger. So, I mean, even in the police force, they would have special knowledge for just police officers, special training for just police officers, to try to give them an edge over the criminals. You notice that, you know, if the criminals have more weapons than the citizens, if they have more weapons than police officers, then the general public will be in greater danger. So I see that combat sport is exploiting the martial arts in not a responsible way, not in just regards to fighting for money and glorifying these fights and promoting people to fight out of anger and hatred and money and fame and pride. Not only is that destroying the martial arts, but just the fact of how these individuals who learn these techniques are just teaching whoever that wants to learn, as long as they pay money, or even if they don't pay money, they don't understand that this is not just teaching somebody how to play basketball. This is not just teaching somebody how to break dance. This is not just teaching somebody how to play a piano. You're teaching an individual how to severely put somebody in great physical, pain. And it requires a lot of responsibility. So basically, this school right here, I want to gather up together people who share the vision of which I'm expressing, not just in teaching more responsibly, but also expressing your way in the martial arts more responsibly. And trying to guiding the energies that we have from the martial arts away from the violence and the combat sport, but into something more artistic and creative. But at the same time, highly athletic and highly hardworking. And I'm thankful to get people together who are even older than I am, who possess a lot of life experiences, to really add value to the Kun and basically come together to express something unique to the world. It's not just me. I'm just simply just an organizer of bringing people together. You might have somebody like Dana White for the UFC, bringing in a bunch of violent people. But for me, I'm trying to bring together a bunch of intelligent, educated, hardworking, wise people in order to express something different in the martial arts. And as far as what it is labeled, it doesn't matter what the label is. The label is just basically for business purposes. It's for, in order for people to recognize something that they could be a part of. So I keep saying FMK, and it could just be that. It could just be that acronym, where it's just FMK. But basically, the label is a label. The labels cannot be truth. The truth is beyond labels. The truth cannot be labeled. And that's something that you will clearly learn from the Tao. That's the first thing that Lao Tzu mentions in the Tao Te Ching, is that the way just can't be labeled. You cannot label the truth, but he's just gonna call it the Tao. And for me, whatever I do, it's hard to label what I do. What I teach. I had the hardest time coming up with the label, but Jenny helped me formulate the label Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. And yes, that's a long label, so I just shortened it down to FMK to refer to it really quickly. But it's just the label. What's important is that we get together and we work together as a family to promote something positive within the martial arts community and within the world at large. But you see a lot of other businesses and organizations doing the same thing, like these college universities. You got Purdue University, Indiana University, Notre Dame University, DePaul University, all these different universities with these different labels trying to promote higher education. But within the martial arts, there is no such thing really in America like a Shaolin temple. You know, where in over there, the Shaolin temple, that's your life. You know, you may go in there and you're dedicating your life to that training, that meditation. But here, we're so bombarded with just life. Going to school, you're required to go to school. You know, you're required to go to work to pay the bills. You know, and we got so many fast-paced things going on with cars and trains and cell phones and computers and all these things. You know, but there is no real like martial arts university, you know, or like a real martial arts school here in America. Everything is just profit based and just about, you know, it's not even real martial arts. It's just a watered down version of it. It may have turned into cardio kickboxing or just boxing or some other type of combat sport or wrestling, you know, or you know, but there's no real martial arts. You know, it's just maybe like a daycare center for a bunch of kids to go in there. But really, I want to set up something where like martial artists that really have the strong desire to be a part of this journey, not just for now, but for their entire life, for them to come together and to basically work together towards expressing something positive. You know, and that's my vision, and it's getting there. And, you know, pretty much got a bunch of people that are, you know, ranked within this kun. We got a lot of people getting involved, making videos, sharing their ideas, their thoughts, sharing, you know, their progression within the martial arts, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing, and I really look forward to, you know, for this to grow, and I look forward to more people getting involved, and possibly maybe once a year for these people in the other states and other countries to all come down here to the Chicago location and visit, and we all train together. Todai Ryan's coming over this month. We're all going to be training together for 3 days straight. You'll see him in the videos. We're going to be going into Chinatown to celebrate and demonstrate over there. There's just a lot of things that I look forward to, you know, as far as the growth of this kun is concerned. Even my wife Jenny's getting involved, and she recently just got certified in the Zen Fitness, passing all the fitness requirements for her age and gender. My father, who is 63 years old, is getting involved in the training. He's coming every weekend now, doing the flexibilities training, the strength training, and even the combat training. You know, he mainly just does marathons and triathlons and biking and swimming. But, you know, I got him involved in this. You know, I got another woman who's a mother of two, single mother of two, 42 years old, involved, training, having fun. And it's nice to see Todai Leon from Indiana, who's a mother of two, getting involved. And then she's getting involved, and you see her kids trying to follow along, doing the forms as well. I think it's a great thing. You know, just setting a positive example for others to follow along in order to promote health, you know, and wellness. And this should pass on to your kids. You know, they see you doing these things, then it may want them to get involved as well, instead of just like sitting at home playing video games all day. You know, I mean, it's something very positive for society, and I want to continually promote this and get more and more people involved, you know, and just basically create a very close-knit family, you know. So I'm very thankful of FMK getting to this point, and I really look forward to keep growing from here.